What's up, everybody? Looks like we're going to go a little early today. This is a new series I got going called Wise Guy Hump Series. I'm going to play a little song from Rat Trap City first. It's a song for Fibonacci, Fibby out there. Then we're going to get into the Detroit Fibby, Detroit Wise Guy Hump. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. I believe I can lie. I believe I can be a wise guy. Watch Goodfellas every night and day. Steal Jack Toko's name away. I believe I could. Hey, how's it going? Jason, what's up? Tommy, how's it going? Yes, thou double agent man. Double agent man. All right, I'll say hi to everybody in a minute. Let me play this fiberific song right here. I was gonna wait till I did a stream on Fibonacci this week, but I'll play it for everybody to hear it. Rat Trap City's links in the description. The channels I'm using, Mobster Chronicles, links in the description, and the We Push Back website. If you want to learn about these lying informants and these rat bastards, these filthy stool pigeons, it's a treasure trove of information. Check it out. So welcome to the stage to Muddy Muddy, Rat Trap City. Take it away.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day.
Wear skirts and stay tough. Bend over like a harambe getting fucked.
Now that was a Fibonacci song, and we are going to be covering not Fibonacci today, people. I know the Fibby fans are going crazy. Fibby going crazy. Yeah, there's the channel that I use. Thank you, the General Cromel. Much love. Yeah, it was a great song, Rat Trap City. Assassino, what's up, brother? Dustin. Ron Gross, shout out to Miss America out there. It's me and Fibby McGee. Yeah, we'll be touching on Fibby McGee this week. We got things on Fibby McGee. But I want to show you what the what the essence of a mob hump is. There's not just, it's not just like, the lone fucking lost Ark of the Covenant. It's not just Fibby. There's others. I'm going to show you I'm going to introduce you to the Detroit Fibby, the Detroit Fibby. Now, this guy might be on a little bit of roids. He might be going a little bit of crazy, but he is the Detroit Fibby. I deleted it because I was just walking. Streams that I'm just sitting there talking and walking, and I don't leave them up. What's up, DJ? Sissyisms. Now we're gonna the first one is gonna be called right here. Teller of Lies. Gummer the Rat Fanboy Rat Whisperer. Now we're gonna watch very pathetic kissing asses of rats. Every rat that comes in, he tells them how handsome he is, how good looking he is. He even tells big fat Bobby Luisi he's lost a few pounds. What's up, Mobster Chronicles? Yeah, this is the channel I'm using. Yeah, after I'm done with the videos, if you want to come up and elaborate on this guy and how you caught him. The Real Housewives of Margaritaville. What's going down? Down in Margaritaville. Mob Rats 1, my bro. What's up, man? Shout out to Mob Rats 1 and MRH. That's my cork. Hands off my cork. Thank you for that. I won't say no names, but thank you. Yeah, that's a cork I see. I love my corks. Big ups for the corks. Rah, what's going down? Rah is going to get real fucking crazy in the chat. Tracy, I love the cat. SPL Sharon, one of my favorite people. How you doing, Sharon? Sent a carrier pigeon with a message. It's going over Westeros. But all right, let's watch. We're going to watch 2 videos from this guy's channel. And he did a great job of catching this guy in these lies because I wouldn't have known. I love that you never changed your biopic. The Italian skull is iconic. Thank you very kindly. I use other things too. Like I'll switch it up for fun, for shits and giggles. I might put a big stool pigeon on there, like Emmy Calamandria. We got Emmy's FBI, Melvin Purvis look. We got Emmy Does Dallas. We got Emmy in the high chair eating crayons. And then this is my suit and tie look. But let's get back to straight sculling it out, right? Kelly, how you doing? Dave from Brooklyn. The ghost of Niccolo Machiavelli. What's going on? Never trust the Borgias. All right, let's get into it.
Mobster Chronicles breaking news.
Look at the Rat Pack. Johnny Aletto looks straight corky right there. No, that's not Aletto. That's Gunner. Gunner's got some corkyisms going down. There's Larry Mazza. Vaseline all over the face. The Larry Mazza bicycle comes equipped with no seat all the time. This is the Rat Pack. Ugh, this is crazy.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the stars of our show, the new Rat Pack, starring Dean Mazza, Frank Alight, and Sammy Davis Lindblom.
Yes, the Larry Mazza Huffy comes with no seat. He prefers it.
Welcome.
What's up, Tim? What's up, Maddie? Mailman Nick, what's up, bro? How's it going?
To Mobster Chronicles. In a previous video about alleged former boss of Philadelphia Joey Merlino, we called out certain YouTube channels for platforming and giving a voice to lying rats, snitches and frauds. Like this clown, who's actually giddy about Gravano the rat being his sixth.
Yeah, watch how giddy. This is the mob humps right here. Watch Tipsy Tom, how giddy he is and how happy he is to have the child killer. Schmiegel Gravano, child killer extraordinaire. R.I.P. Alan Kaiser.
Rat interview. Fucking idiot.
Hello, Tom Lavecchia here with a very...
He's got a little bit of alfalfa going. He's got a little bit of an alfalfa going. Looks like Tommy got in a fight with the comb. I fought the comb and the comb won. I got an 8-head and the comb won.
special edition of the Armchair NBA. Want to say we're making a little bit of history today.
A little bit of history. You look at the mummy. He's got this fucking mummy on there. Look at this repulsive little sodomite.
I am interviewing my sixth inducted member into Cosa Nostra. Nobody has done it before.
No, you're interviewing your sixth stool pigeon, your sixth rat.
4 PVDs at 5, lads at 5. So with the pleasure of having Sammy,
PBD, PMJ's at 5. This one's at 5. Now I get 6. I broke the record. These guys are fucking insane, man. Wow.
you're both here today. We are at number 6.
And with the possible exception of Vlad TV, no one on YouTube has perfected the art of worshipping federal informants and lying frauds more than Mob Geek and Mafia wannabe, Gunnar Lindblom. This pinhead.
This is the Detroit Fibby. This is the Detroit Fibnacious. In Providence, we have Fibonacci, and Detroit has Gummer. This guy is crazy. This is his apparel, our thing, Detroit, our thing. He stole people's last names. Crazy. Let's listen.
Has done more interviews and schmoozed with more rats and phonies than any other.
Ghost boy, John Panisi. I knocked the girl's teeth out and I burnt her hair. Who wants to go on a date with me? I'm psychotic. I'm on psychotropics. Many psychotropic drugs are flowing through my blood system. Matter of fact, the FBI told me to go tell on people and make up lies. Fucking ghost boy. Look at him. Nobody's home. Nobody's there. Yeah, Gummer, another reason why you can look at someone like Gummer and know he doesn't come from that world like he claims is he wouldn't be head over heels. It wouldn't be the Beatles walking into the room and all the girls fainting over Elvis. He faints and faunts over these stool pigeons, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that.
The person on YouTube. Why? Why does he have such a proclivity for
bareback all day long? Bottoms approved. Wanting bottoms, power bottoms, please call.
Hanging with rats and liars? We'll give you a little hint. Birds of a feather flock together. Or, more appropriate.
Who is this guy? I know who that nut is. Who's this guy? What the hell? Who is old Fabio over here? Old Fabio? I never heard of this guy. Boy, these stool pigeons are crazy.
Or, more appropriately, lying rats in a pack.
Remember this guy, the Coney Island dude? This guy's crazy. Shot a Pope.
Have each other's back.
Look at this. Is the guy we're talking about today, the Detroit Fibby. Look at him. He was always hanging with Larry Mazza. Look at all these stupid fucking shirts and books. He's dressed up like a cartoon character of a fucking pathetic, right?
Here's some examples of.
What's up, Tommy boy? What's up, lying informants? Look at Johnny's face already. Look, his head's all cocked to the side. Wow, these guys are crazy. I want to hit on what he said right here. Guarantee blow the camera. He's sitting on tidy white. Ramundi killed 350 people. That guy's just crazy. But look how happy he is to be with these stool pigeons.
Gummer kissing rats' asses. He's interviewed Banano rat John Penisi.
I got a special guest, John Panisi. I don't want to butcher his name. He looks just like my Uncle Sal Toko. I feel like I'm talking to my Uncle Sal. Eh?
This is Gummy's Uncle Sal. The similarity is striking.
Yeah, he looks just like him. Wow, they're crazy. Wow, that's weird. That's weird. Creepy, too.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Got great hair, very handsome guy. I'm sure you're younger than me, but well done on the genetics, brother. So,
wow, look how this is pathetic. Look at this Dunsky right here. This simple Simon bastard, 19 years old. Some guy stole his girlfriend. He went out and shot him at 19 years old. This guy's a weirdo. Remember that video I put up with him talking to that girl on Instagram, telling her how much he loved her, and the reason she wasn't liking his post because she was sleeping with some guy in the Catskills Mountains or something. She's like, "What are you talking about?" I was with my uncle.
In August, I'll be 52.
Look at him.
holy crap, bro!
Holy crap, bro! I would love for you to sodomize me behind the fucking gymnasium. Wow, this guy's crazy.
I figured you're maybe 40.
Get out. He doesn't look 40. Panisi does not look 40 years old. The bag's under his eyes. He looks like a title.
Oh, see, that's good.
So that's real good, dude. I'm 48. You know, man, I don't look.
Banano family rat Richard Cantarella.
No further ado, Richie Cantrella. We're not here to judge. We're just here to hear your story, man.
We're not here to judge. Just here to hear your stories.
Everybody knows that in that life, I mean, it's not what you think going in.
See, here's what they try to do right here. They always try to do this, these rat bastards and these rat enablers. That life's so bad and everybody's so cutthroat, so it's okay that you tell on people. It's okay that you tell on people because it's so cutthroat and bad. Then why did you get involved with it, you fucking idiots? I hate when they pull this shit. This is a rat's favorite go-to.
It's not what you think going in, and in the end, it's really. I hate to say it because I came from that world too. The majority of people in that life are kind of scumbags and backstabbers and stuff. So
number one, he doesn't come from that life. He was a petty criminal. He said he extorted people, but really he called up an old lady that he carjacked and he tried to get money off of her. So that's his extortion charge. So when people hear extortion charge, they're thinking, oh, he's a mob guy. It's wise guy hump day. No, he only called up the lady and tried to get money off of. They hit him with an extortion charge. But they always do this stuff right here. If it was so bad, why'd you get involved then? And he wasn't involved. I don't know who these stool pigeons are.
Don't feel bad about anything. So how you doing, buddy?
Good, good. Again, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Genevieve's family rat Anthony Aralotta.
Special guest today.
Ratalotta. Is this before Ratalotta got his tattoo here on his head? I'm not sure.
Anthony Aralotta, where are you from originally, anyways?
What's up, Gunnar? I'm originally from Springfield, Mass.
So you're 52. You said I thought you were more like 35. So you look great. You know what I mean? Well done.
Did you notice the compliment? Like every one of these stool pigeons, he gets up there and says they're not so chubby. They're handsome. It's very weird.
Oh, some guys just age well, you know what I'm saying? And very handsome guy too, but I imagine you were a ladies' man when you're young. You know, I have no problems, you know, saying that. I have no homoerotic intentions or nothing like that.
Are you sure about that?
And I'm saying some people are like, whoa, did you?
Well, listen, I don't think he's a Rickyune. I think this is his cheap, pathetic way of flattering these guys and shining them on so they come on and do more stool pigeon live streams, you know?
Say he was good looking. I'm like, yeah, you don't recognize when a guy's good looking, then you're lying. Just like a good looking one.
What a fruit.
Yeah.
Boston and Philadelphia rat Bobby Louisi. Wait, is it Bobby Louisi or Bonnie?
Bonnie. Look at this old Dunsky. This is the old man who gives hookers Klonopins and Xanax. He gives hookers, and he puts them up in a real nice, what do they call those little shelters? Those little storage facilities. He had a few hookers living in the storage facilities, and he was feeding them benzodiazepines for sexual favors.
Have a mafioso who I'm happy to have on, Bobby Louisi.
It's great to be here, Gunnar. Thank you for having me on.
Gutter. Did he just call him Gutter? Thank you for having me on here, Gutter. These fucking guys can't even pronounce names.
And of course his two heroes, Colombo family rat Larry Mazza.
Co-host,
Look at Larry Mazza. He became a pirate. He's an ass pirate. Jar, Greggy, help me now. Take my pants off, Greg. And we will board Linda's vessel together. Two men naked holding hands in bed. Let's go. Fucking weirdo.
Regular guest. We're going to hear his 2 cents. The legendary Larry Mazza.
Legendary Larry Mazza. So my point is, if the Gumma dude really came from, if he really came from his uncles, and those were his uncles, and they schooled him, and he was brought up in that lifestyle, he wouldn't be fawning over stool pigeons on here. He wouldn't be fawning over them. He surely wouldn't have our thing and all these weird clothing lines that all these weird little fucking humps do. They all do this weird shit.
And Gambino family associate rat John Alite.
Special guest on
Look
today.
at Johnny half naked. He's got a power bottom ready on deck. A power bottom is on deck in that other room.
Hey, and I'm happy to have him on. I'm really happy to have him on. Thanks for coming on, John. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you. So I'll add on to your monologue at the beginning. For the people that are questioning
People that are questioning, yes, I shot Johnny Gabbett. Yes, I did. Fucking wacko.
am or who I am, I've said it 100 times. Go read Forbes magazine. For the guys that are the haters or jealous or envious, or the guys that can't be man enough and they troll on these machines, on my Patreon, there's a 30-minute.
We destroyed your Patreon. Well, you destroyed your Patreon, but we just showed people your lies. That's all. We showed people your lies, and your Patreon shit the bed, like Bobby Louisi on a very, very lonely night Saturday.
Interview with Sammy Gravano when he got out of jail after 18 years. So go get his perspective of what he said about me. And he rambles on for about 30 minutes talking about me. That was
Well, he paid Sammy. What he's talking about right here, he's saying that Sammy Schmiegel, the child killer Gravano, told everybody that A-Light was a good gangster. Yes, great gangster, good gangster. He paid Sammy $4,000 to do that. Schmiegel ratted him out, of course. About a year later, Schmiegel's like, I get out of jail. This fucking dumb Albanian guy who thinks he's Italian is sending me $4,000. So of course I'm gonna lie for him. That's what we do. We lie.
the time Underboss talking about me, and
Look at Gunner. He looks like a big gorilla. Looks like his eyes about to pop out of his head. Holy shit.
talked about me being a killer for the family, talked about me being an enforcer for the Gambino family and the Gottis. I think usually guys that are questioning that are just trolls, guys that aren't about anything, because real men don't type. So
real men don't type. What the fuck does that mean?
For those gangsters that are on a computer typing, check your fingers, stop typing, be a man, act like.
Check your fingers. Wipe the feces off your fingers. Wipe the feces off your fingers, Johnny.
Man, and stop this nonsense.
He actually interviewed both of these snitches.
Remember, see this? Hold on a minute. This is when Oleto was selling his baseball bats and
Man, stop this nonsense.
He actually interviewed.
This is when he was selling his baseball bats and signing them, and Gene Barello was signing butcher knives. These fucking weirdos. Baseball bats and butcher knives. I actually call this the Larry Mazza pogo stick.
Both of these snitches multiple times.
Look at the life. Larry's introduction to the life was wearing some jean shorts, some very tight jean shorts, knocking on the door. Linda, I have the groceries. Linda seduces him, gets him in the bed. All of a sudden, there's a second knock.
My name is Greg Scarpa, and we're going to have double sex fudge cake love.
And Larry's like, oh shit, what do I do? It's bye guy time.
And he also interviewed the man who probably rivals.
Look at this character. This guy is insanely funny, though. He said he killed 753 people in Vietnam, plus 2 mosquitoes. He almost killed the Pope. This guy's crazy. And yeah, look, Gunner Detroit. This guy will get anyone on that he can talk to. This guy is such a fanboy with his stupid R-Thing Mafia apparel. This ain't the worst of it. The next video is even worse when he steals these people's last names. It's crazy. It's like if one of my mother's side, one of her Irish family members had the name Kennedy, right? And I'm telling everybody I'm related to the Kennedys. No, not the case.
Only Gummer and A-Light as the biggest bullshit-slinging liar on YouTube, Anthony Raimondi.
You're my guest. I don't know you, and I don't know your story. I don't know nothing about it. I don't do a bunch of homework. I don't do Google searches.
Listen, I don't do homework on the people that I'm going to have on my channel. It's like, wow.
And Wikipedia searches. I simply have a guest on and say, tell me your story. And I'm not going to sit there afterwards and look up, this and that. I don't care. I'm not.
You don't care if they lie to you, Gummer? Why don't you care if they lie to you? Because you lie. We all lie together. We're birds of a feather. Wow.
I'm going to look it up, and I don't care. So tell your story. How old are you and where you're from?
I'm 68 years old now. I just had a birthday last week.
Happy birthday. You don't look it.
You don't look it. You look 35. You look 35 years old. He looks like one of those gay village people. He looks like the cop, the village guy, or the biker cop on the village people. It's a weird looking character.
Thank you.
Look at these two fucking bullshitters. They look like twins, except Gummy is a cue ball.
Team cue ball, team cue ball. Now look at this. Now this is very, very, very twisted right here. Look, it looks like he just went into a thrift store and said, "Can I have a mafia starter kick outfit?" And they just put this on him. Oh my God.
Gummer and Mazza even had a complete failure of a weekly YouTube show called The Game Plan.
Look at this. What a failure. What's up, Uncle Edwin? He even failed miserably. He even had Stool Pigeon Larry Mazza on. What was that called? That movie Loverboy, where the guy delivers pizzas and the older cougars like fucking beat him and R him and stuff.
Had a complete failure of a weekly YouTube show called The Game Plan, where they couldn't get more than 15 people to watch their live streams, or more than a few hundred views.
Wow. Imagine that. He couldn't get 15 people to watch them. Oh my God, Mob Sopranos, that's the thick Detroit accent. Passive tops, power bottoms. Yes, that's what he thinks a gangster dresses like. Exactly. You took the word exactly. That's what he thinks a gangster dress as. He's like just like Phoebe. They said they grew up watching Goodfellas and all these fucking stupid mob movies that they emulate. I like the movies too, right? But I don't go watch Goodfellas and think I'm Henry Hill or some fucking weirdo on there. Well, Henry Hill's a filthy stool pigeon, but you get what I'm saying here. No, mafia. Yeah. Those conventions are brutal. You couldn't pay me to go. Latin Butterfly, how's it going? David James, what's up? But they couldn't get more than 15 people watching them. Do you know how pathetic that is? That's pathetic. The game plan.
What's up?
The game plan is to make it out of Greg's house without getting buggered twice. To make it out of Greggy's house without getting buggered.
Welcome back to the game plan.
Look at no shirts on. Look at me. Larry likes when he wears the cutoff shirts. That keeps Larry more in tune. And look how many pictures Larry's got of himself all over his house. He's got pictures of himself in suits. That's fucking weird.
And this is the new and improved game plan edition. Me and Larry Mazza, my tenured host.
But Lindblom
Did he
doesn't.
say my tender host? Did he just say my tender host? Did I hear that right? My tender host? I hope not.
My tenured host.
But
tenured host. No, this is Gummer's World Tour, where Gummer goes around the United States and meets all different stool pigeon rat bastard lying informants. He meets with them, they cuddle, they snuggle, they go hunting in the woods, they fish. It's crazy. Listen.
Lindblom doesn't stop at just interviewing or doing shows with informants. He actually associates with them socially, traveling thousands of miles to be in the company of his fellow bullshitting rats, so they can sit around and trade.
Yes, that's my blue heaven. What you're talking about there, Mobster Chronicles, where the rats and the fanboys sit around and trade stories and, hey, go with this lie and say this. I'll cover this. You cover that. You say it's my blue fucking heaven. Larry's lubed up, ready to go at all times. That's too funny. I'm going to put that in there. Larry's lubed up, ready to go. Oh, man. 15 people, including the 5 iPhones through that gun. That's sad. That's sad. Very sad.
Fictitious war stories about what badasses they were back in the day, and try to convince themselves that they aren't really snitches, and that they're just reformed gangsters.
Look at this scumbag, this fucking degenerate, fucking dirty cop, Michael Dowd. This creep. Remember him and Johnny A-Light had the love affair a few years ago? They were flying around, watching smut constantly.
Now. Then Gummy can't wait to go back home and post all about his.
This, haha. I never did a check-in. What? I never did a check. But dude, I'm the biggest freaking plane I've ever seen. A huge earbuds. And to make things interesting, Kay, just ingest a huge Rice Krispie edible. What the fuck? Compliments of Ryan Portalk and Dr. Green delivers. I don't even smoke ever, so things could get interesting. However, my wife planned for this. Stuff my travel bag full of dildos and munchies and junk food. I have my laptop and my oil, so intended. To work on my TV project script, but very likely this guy is insane. Imagine driving, flying all over the country to meet a bunch of filthy stool pigeons. I thought you came up with the Tocos and your uncle were all gangsters from fucking Detroit. You were extorting people for mob guys. Why would you be, if that was true, which we know it's not, thanks to the Mob Chronicles, why would you be so infatuated with these stool pigeons? This is a fanboy. This is a fanboy who hit the Willy Wonka golden ticket, and he got to go meet all these different stool pigeons. Unbelievable. Come on, you are out of your mind there, pal. Eat a few roids.
His gangster LARPing adventures
Look
on his.
at this. His eyes look. Did he just eat that edible, Gummer? Did you just eat that edible? Looks like his eyes are gonna pop right out of his head. Wow, he's got the Barry Bonds forehead thing going. A lot of roids. On the Airbus headed for LA. Just ate a giant Rice Krispie edible. And I don't smoke pot. Should be interesting, guys.
Facebook page and his YouTube channel. What a clown.
Yes, and here he is, and Johnny A-Light stole Carol Brady's drapes. He stole Carol Brady's curtains. These look like curtains from the fucking Brady Bunch. Or Laverne and Shirley. What's going on here? Look at this. Decked out in our thing apparel. Sitting here with a big fucking giant LP, little person. Oh my God, Gummer.
What a mob dork. Last year, Gummer traveled to LA to appear in a video with his rat buddy Mazza, and then went cavorting around town with A-Light and that rat.
Look at this. Look at his head. What are you doing? Is he taking a seizure or something? Look at that head. It's like a somewhat side of a kissy ducky face. Dowd is as red as a fucking apple. I'm guessing here maybe Gummer's thumbs are somewhere planted in their backsides. I'm not sure. But look how happy he is. Like, I finally made it. It's like he's finally made it. Wow, this is insanity.
Rat cop Michael O'Dowd. Me, Michael O'Dowd and John A-Light out for a drink in LA after filming for Larry Maz's show, The Life, on Mob TV.
I should read some of this. Funny how much hate A-Light gets. Honestly, I like the guy a lot. He was a lot of fun to hang out with. Guy made me cracking up. Wow, you can't spell. We talk pretty frequent. I'm trying to get him up here for some salmon fishing. Oh my God, this is cringy. Oh my God, fishing with his producer homeboy, another solid dude. Eletto is in my book. People like to talk that gangster-ish about him on the keyboard, but in real life, this guy was a stone-cold killer. Ooh, hustler OG. Can't take that away. Most of his haters, mine too, never cracked an egg in the street, yet love to talk tough on computers. Cracks me up. Strange world we live in now. Today, John seems totally reformed and a family man of God. I won't touch that one. I wish him nothing but the best. Looking forward to the next time we are to swap spit. Wow.
For Larry Maz's show, The Life, on Mob TV. Funny how much hate A-Light gets. Honestly, I like the guy a lot. He was a lot of fun to hang out with. We talk pretty frequent. I'm trying to get him up here for some salmon fishing. A-Light is good in my book. Looking forward to
Look at these stool pigeons, fanboys, and wise guy humps. This is disgusting.
the next time we meet. I'm sure it won't be long.
Wow.
He then returned to LA later last year.
Oh, look who he also paid big money to get fucking Pope Michael the fucking second on. Oh my God. What's up? Well, this is JC. JC used to hang with them. So he was part of their like little circle. Look at this stool pigeon. What has he got on his Proverbs? He's got Bible quotes on him. He threw the Bible people away real quick. Notice that. As soon as the stool pigeon started making money on YouTube, bye-bye, evangelicals. I see you in the dust. Bye-bye.
Year and paid for a meet and greet with Colombo family snitch Michael Franzese.
Wow.
And just this past
How
weekend,
much do you think
Gummer
he paid? How much do you think Gummer paid for the Michael Franzese stool pigeon meet and greet? He must have had to come out of his pocket with a couple of grand. Wow, you paid a couple of grand to go meet that stool pigeon. You're out of your mind. And boy, is your head big.
flew to New York City, where he strolled the streets of New York with his fellow lying rat John A-Light, with A-Light wearing his grandmother's sofa cover, and Gummer wearing...
That does look like a sofa cover. It looks like some 1970s sofa. It looks like Carol Brady's drapes, or Mork and Mindy's drapes. Wow. This guy is such a try guy.
wearing his Our Thing circus apparel, both looking like two clowns walking to their job at Ringling Brothers.
Yeah. Entering the stage is Gummer Limblum. Okay, where's the Italian name? Like just another fucking fanboy hump walking with this stool pigeon. Look at it.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
He's a filthy lying stool pigeon and tells stories till the end.
Warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you
Look
about
how excited he is. It's like he is meeting Justin Bieber. He's a 14-year-old girl meeting Justin Bieber or Taylor Swift. He is fucking so happy.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Where you want to go, bro?
Where do you want to go, John? Do you want to like show me like where you killed Johnny Gabbett? Look at this. Our thing. Everything on him is our thing. This is fucking weird.
Whether we're talking man to man, whether we're talking sun to sun,
Look at that fucking jacket. Aletto, you should have been arrested walking out of your house with that. They should have charged you with something.
Walking around New York, so it's like Johnny's like, let's just go for a walk. I mean, why would we go for a walk? It's a beautiful day.
Why don't we just go for a walk? It's like a beautiful day. As long as I'm next to you, Johnny, everything's okay. Okay? Jesus.
Out there, man. It was
Then they went
and played naked movie star with the vampire-looking creature Larry Mazza. And yes, he's got about 4 gallons of Vaseline on his face at all times. Shiny old Larry. I don't know who this is, but we got Shiny Larry. We got Carol Brady's fucking sofa. Flowers in the attic. And then we have Steroid Head. Jesus. Barry Bonds, 4-head, 8-head.
to dinner with fellow snitch Larry Mazza. And the following night, Lindblom had dinner again with Mazza and licked more rat's ass for dessert.
You know, he was over there munching on the mice, munching with the mice, eating with the stool pigeons. Look at these people. Are these people insane? I can't believe that you actually had the balls to steal the Toko people's family and act like that was your family. Like you were brought up and you were schooled by wise guys, or you took care of your uncles or something. Jesus Christ. Because if that was the case, they did a terrible job. But it's not the case. You stole a whole different family.
Just look at these rats hanging out together, smoking cigars and smiling.
Look at this. Look how gay this is. Look at Mikey Scares de Leonardo. Mikey Scares, the man with the yellow hat. And Dominic Stool Pigeon, MC Stool Pigeon Sicali. Coleslaw. Look at them. They're lighting the cigars together. I wonder if they urinate together when they go into the bathroom. Do they both use the same stall? Do they pull like a fucking little kid, they pull their pants down to their ankles and pee in the stall together? This is weird. I can't stomach these guys.
And enjoying their rat camaraderie and rat freedom.
Yeah, rat. Look at Mazza. Wow. Are you transitioning, Larry?
While the men they informed on and even lied about rot in prison, some for the rest of their lives. They feel no guilt or have any remorse or any shame for ruining families' lives.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He is eating something like a savage, like a caveman. I want you to notice the egghead we got here. This is a high-tech cue ball, high 5/8 head. Wow. He don't even know where he is. He's high as a kite, right? Look at them eyes. He's fucking probably drooling, eating a fucking sandwich in there. And you got this cop stool pigeon in the back, another stool pigeon there, and a stool pigeon driving. Wow. Look at him eating. What is he eating? This is repulsive.
They're total fucking scumbags. No.
Wow. He does handyman. You are handyman. Wow, you are not all there. And he looks as high as a kite. I could be wrong, but high as a kite he looked.
No legitimate wise guy or anyone even remotely associated with the mob would ever even consider consorting with snitches like.
That's a great point. Look at Michael Dowd screaming, ah, ah. Great point. Like I said many times, if this guy really, if he said his background, let's say if he was telling the truth of his background, if he came up with his uncles and they schooled him in life and stuff, he wouldn't want to be near these people. These people would repulse him. Just the essence of them, the smell of them, their name alone would repulse him. Only a fanboy goes around and meets all these stool pigeons and worships them. He's the taker of names.
Like Alite or Mazza. But at least Alite and Mazza were actually connected, whereas Lindblom was never even remotely on.
Yeah, so I don't like Johnny Aletto, but he was a member of John Jr.'s crew for 2 years, so he was associated with the Gambinos. And Larry Mazza did get his pants ripped off. Greg Scarpa did bite his onesie off. And he was he was hanging out with those guys, but this guy's he faked it to make it. It's just like Phoebe. Him and Phoebe, they just lie and steal people's names and where they're from. Crazy people.
On the fringes of involvement, to any degree, with anyone in the Detroit mob, period.
That's right.
Gummer worships these guys.
Look at it. Hey, you guys. I'm a corky. What? I'm a corky. What? I'm a straight corky. Look at that head. What is he doing? It takes two to make a thing go right. What the fuck is he doing in that picture? I don't know.
Loves being part of the Rat Pack. He is a pathetic wannabe gangster and has taken the term mob groupie to a whole new level.
Sure did.
Stay tuned.
Sure did. Look at him. You eat like a carbone. He's got a bunch of that little mustard in his little stash. Thinks that we got a pickle over here on the cheek.
For our next Gummer Lindblom video, where we will...
Look at him. He looks like the Toxic Avenger. Doesn't he look like the Toxic Avenger? This guy's going to come shake you down this week. These people are crazy. Does he have teeth? What's going on?
We'll show more of Gummer's rat behavior and take a little dive into his crime.
Man, where's my neck? What happened to my neck? Wow, he looks like a Rottweiler. You know, the European Rottweilers, their heads come right into their necks. And the forehead was smaller then.
Crimes that led to his 13-year prison stay. Please like this video and subscribe.
It does look like Bobby DeLuca Jr. No, Richie? Tell me that doesn't look like Bobby DeLuca Jr.
If you enjoyed what you just watched, and we love your comments, so keep them coming. Thanks for watching.
Look at him. He ain't high as a kite. Bobby DeLuca Jr. is not high as a kite right there. Look at those glossy eyes. Wow. It's like he's saving a little of that mustard for later.
Mobster Chronicles is a syndicate of mob experts and insiders who present unique, fact-based videos and discussions about organized crime in the US and Canada. We present the mob's...
This is another video. This is where he catches him. It's called Wannabe Wise Guy, Alan Gunnar Lindblom's Tall Tales Exposed. So this is how he catches him in a bunch of lies. Now, this might be this was a little hard for me to follow with all these names. So just pay attention. Subject.
Welcome to Mobster Chronicles. The following video is quite comprehensive and contains a lot of information, which might get a little confusing at times, so I'll explain things as we go along. Now, without further delay, please enjoy the video.
Hump extravaganza. Phoebe, I'm going to make an offer you can't refuse, Phoebe. So this is what he took the Toko name. I guess he is related to Tokos, but they are not the wise guy Tokos from Detroit at all. Episode 1, Lindblom's lying lineage. Plastic. This is our Phoebe. This is the Detroit Phoebe. This is the Detroit Fibonacci. Wow, these wise guy humps are insane. Lindblom crew that never existed. May your first stream be a masculine stream, and may the first steroid shot make your forehead bigger. Meth. Meth what? Meth what?
Okay, so Black Bill Toko, he had a son who was Black Jack Toko.
Yep, Giacomo Black Jack Toko. So that he would be my I was talking about William Black Bill Toko. His first cousin is my great grandfather, but they were raised as brothers. They both came from Sicily when they were very young. The one's father was killed in Sicily in a mob vendetta in Sicily.
Warning! Warning! Bullshitter alert! Bullshitter alert!
This is Lindblom's great-great-grandfather Pietro Tocco, who immigrated to St. Louis, Missouri in 1900. This is a transcript of Pietro's U.S. entry document, his second trip to the U.S. This document shows his sons Paolo, Salvatore and Pietro Jr. were already residing in St. Louis by 1910. This is a transcript of the 1920 U.S. Census, which shows Pietro and his wife Angelina living in St. Louis. Pietro and his family moved to Detroit in 1925, where he died of pneumonia on November 16, 1928, at 64 years of age. He was not murdered in a mob vendetta in Sicily.
Yeah, so that lie, boom, he was murdered in a mob vendetta. This is what happens, like I said. Let's say if my mother on my Irish side of the family had a name Kennedy, and I lied and say, hey, I'm related to the Kennedys. That's just what this guy did. It took some while, but he did get caught. He actually got on Vlad TV and lied and all these channels. This is a sickness, this wise guy hump syndrome.
This is a transcript of Pietro's Michigan death record.
Wow.
And this is a copy of Pietro's death certificate, showing again he was not murdered in Sicily.
He was sent here, and he was raised by his aunt, but the aunt said, this is your brother, because they were so young, they never told him. And then they were like 21 years old before that he even learned that they weren't even real brothers, which would be my great-grandfather.
Bullshit! Lindblom's great-grandfather Salvatore Sam Tocco was born in Sicily on July 27, 1888 to Pietro and Angelina. He immigrated to St. Louis, Missouri on April 6, 1906 to live with his parents.
What a sight.
This is a transcript of Salvatore's U.S. immigration records, which shows that his father is Pietro. This is a transcript of Salvatore's World War I draft record. And this is an actual copy of Salvatore's World War I draft card. This is a transcript of the 1920 U.S. Census, which shows Salvatore as a widower and living with his brother Paolo and his wife Stella, with his two children Peter Paul and Angelina. This is a side-by-side comparison image of Pietro in the 1920 census and Salvatore's World War I draft record. Notice the addresses are 815 and 817 Wash Street, St. Louis, Missouri. William Vito Tocco, aka Black Bill, was born in Terracini, Sicily on February 13th.
So this is not his family. Like he's telling everybody, yeah, he got away with it for a while, but these are not his family members. And the stories this guy tells.
1897 and immigrated to Detroit, Michigan in 1911, and settling into Detroit's Lower East Side's Italian neighborhoods near the Detroit River. William Tocco enlisted in the U.S. Army in 1917, and fought on the battlefields of Germany during World War I, earning him his U.S. citizenship on July 11, 1922. Let's recap what we've learned so far. Fact number 1, William Tocco and Lindblom's great-grandfather Salvatore were not cousins. Fact number 2, Salvatore's father Pietro was not murdered in Sicily when Salvatore was a child.
That sounded good to go out. Well, what do I say? Let me say he was counted this away. He was counted this away. Give me more rides!
Died in Detroit in 1928 of pneumonia when Salvatore was 40 years old. Fact number 3, William and Salvatore were not sent to the U.S. as children and were not raised together as brothers.
Where does he come up with these stories? Where does he come? He must see movies. He must get them from movies. Most wise guy humps and fanboys and groupies get shit from movies.
That would have been impossible. Sam was 9 years older than William, and immigrated to St. Louis, Missouri in 1906, at 18 years of age, while William Tocco immigrated to Detroit, Michigan 4 years later, in 1910 at 13 years of age. two cities 550 miles apart.
But back in like 1932, his name was Joe. He was murdered.
Joe Tocco was not his great-grandfather. We have already conclusively established that his name was Salvatore and he was not murdered.
Does this remind you of somebody? Phoebe Loman. Does this remind you of somebody? Phoebe Loman. Wow.
In Detroit in 1932. He died at 80 years of age on November 27, 1968 in Detroit. This is a copy of Salvatore's obituary that was published in the Detroit News on November 27, 1968.
Murdered. And this is an interesting story. He was killed while Black Bill was in prison. And everybody assumed that the killer would get his when Black Bill came out, that he was going to kill him.
Kid was gonna get his. They want to get some get back, like O Block, yo. Little Dirk told me this shit. This guy is crazy. What a bullshitter.
Bullshit. This is Joe Tocco, who was murdered in 1938, not 1932, when William Tocco was in prison for tax evasion. He is not Lindblom's great-grandfather. More lies, more bullshit. Another recap. Lindblom's great-great-grandfather Pietro was not murdered in Sicily. He died of pneumonia in 1928 in Detroit. Lindblom's great-grandfather's name was Salvatore, and he was not murdered in 1932. He died in Detroit in 1968 at
How would you make up a story that your grandfather was murdered? You know, like that's not cool. My grandfather was murdered in 1973, February 11th, 1973. There's nothing cool about your grandfather being murdered. I don't know why these people make this weird shit up.
80 years of age. Lindblom's great-grandfather was not Joe Tocco.
And instead of that, what happened was Black Bill, I don't know the particulars of the story, but Black Bill didn't kill him. And that was a very touchy subject with my grandfather. I couldn't bring it up. My grandpa was Peter Paul Tocco. My mother was Grace Tocco.
Very touchy subject. Could bring it up. Oh, this guy just oozes out bullshit.
And I couldn't talk to him about it. So, you know, he just said, yeah, I don't talk about it. We never talked about it in the house. But whatever it was, the fact that Black Bill didn't kill the killer of his father never rested well.
Bullshitter alert!
Lindblom's grandfather, Peter Paul Tocco, was born in St. Louis, Missouri on September 12, 19...
Beers and cigars, you hit the nail on the head, dude. Why make up? Well, like I said, it's all to make money and become the fantasy. The mob guy that you always wanted to be. LARPing, live action role play.
15, to Salvatore and Grace, and moved with his family to Detroit, Michigan in 1925. This is Peter Paul Tocco's World War II draft registration card. This is a side-by-side comparison
Yes, me too, Com. I'm embarrassed for him.
Of Peter Paul's draft card and Pietro's death certificate. Take note of the address, 2950 Sherman Street, Detroit. It appears on both documents. This is Lindblom's family tree on his personal and public Ancestry.com account. He knows that Salvatore Tocco, aka Sam, was his great-grandfather, not Joe, and that he wasn't murdered in 1932.
Wow. What a liar.
This is Lindblom's wife Maria's family tree on her personal and public Ancestry.com account.
So his uncle that was a Tocco was not those Toccos, and he surely wouldn't. And he lied about him too. Said he was murdered. This is straight out of Fibbyville. You know, they're sitting away in Fibberitaville.
At least she has the right Sam Tocco on her tree. Dumbass has the wrong guy. Let's do a final recap by viewing Lindblom's family tree, starting with Gunnar himself, then going backwards through the generations. Here we have Alan Gunnar Lindblom himself.
Where's my neck? Have you seen my neck?
This is his mother Grace Tocco Lindblom. And this is her obituary.
And R.I.P. to his mom. But man, just be proud of your family. Don't take on other people's families. That's sick. Wow, this guy's crazy, man.
This is Grace's father, Peter Paul. And this is his obituary.
He was a war vet, too. You should have been proud of your grandfather, man. You should have been. He was a war veteran. He wasn't a gangster. He was a war veteran. You should be proud of that. not make up steal a whole other Toco people's names. That's crazy, man. Fibby
This is Peter
Mile. William Wallace, you're funny, Fibby Mile.
Paul's father Salvatore. And this is his obituary. This is Salvatore's father Pietro. This is his death record. And his death certificate.
How embarrassing.
This is Detroit mob underboss William Toco. He is not related to Salvatore.
Yeah, no relation towards Gunner.
And they were not raised together as brothers. This is bootlegger Joe Toco. He is not related to William or Salvatore. This is a side-by-side comparison of Lindblom's grandfather Peter Paul's draft card, Peter Paul's father Salvatore's draft record, and Salvatore's father Pietro's death certificate.
That's got to be so.
Look at the addresses. Yes, they all clearly state 2950 Sherman Street, Detroit. Folks, you just heard it straight from Lindblom's own mouth. 13 lies in 70 seconds of actual talking. He's more full of shit than an outhouse. Our final conclusions are, Alan Gunnar Lindblom is in no way related to or affiliated with anyone in the Detroit mob.
Wow. So this guy went on for how many years did he get away with all those lies? And I think the rats believed him too. Do you think when he decided to pick being related to Toco that he took a little mob guy's name and a pick, had to go with it? He probably did. This is so embarrassing. So embarrassing right here. This is very, very sick.
Period.
And look at this little mafia starter kit. This is what he believes a mob guy looks like. So this is what he took on. Listen, he probably was a mob hump all them years like Fibby, right? And he probably seen, hey, my last name is the same last name as these wise guys. So let me shift a few things, use a little David Copperfield illusions, and people will think I'm their nephew who extorted people and was part of their gang. Cuckoo. Busted. Busted. Wow. Kind of don't know that this guy's crazy. This guy is insane. Now, did you want to come up here for a moment, Mobster Chronicles? It's if you want to come up, I'll drop the link and you can join. And you can, it's up to you. But boy, that was crazy. And how embarrassing. Did he ever apologize or, because I know Bernstein threw him under the bus. And after he prompted him up for a long time, was a fruit wholesaler, was apparently a very nice man who had a daughter, 2 sons, grandson. Or a pal, I feel very sorry for him. Yes, R.I.P. Big Brother Charles, what's up? Brooklyn Bouncing Ladybug, how's it going? Yeah, did he ever come out and say, all right, listen, what was his excuse? Did he just act like, oh, I thought they were my uncles? There's no getting away from that. He went into detail about those guys and murders and this crazy, crazy, crazy fucking person, man. Toco name well known in them. I think it's a big Detroit name in Detroit. I never heard of these. Like, I don't know much out of, like I said, Providence. I don't know anything else except what you see on like TV with New York people. It's a great picture of what's his name, Longshanks. What a fucking crazy bastard! And it blows my mind when they're caught like that. They don't even come out and apologize. They just double down. Fighting Iris is gonna still saying he is related to them. I called him out on Facebook. He said everyone out here is lying. Everyone's like, that's impossible. The proof is right there. He blamed Bernstein. How did he blame Bernstein though? Like, he's the one who went on Vlad and said that. Bernstein can't put a fucking dreidel to his head and make him do it. You know what I mean? Like, they're both see, do you think Bernstein knew he was lying or just didn't care? He's a hump dude himself, just going along with the lies. I'm with you, Calm. They're all disgusting people. They're all disgusting people. Liars, phonies. Look at Fibby. Lady Patriarcha was my grandfather. And then it became The Adventures of Secret Mafia Grandpa. Oh, he said Bernstein made me do it. Scott Bernstein made me do it. He said Bernstein told me I was related to them. That's not gonna work. Wow. Yeah, some fucking guy you don't even know is gonna tell you who your family is. That's amazing. That's amazing. Wow. What a fucking psycho. Wow. All right, folks. I'm going to leave. Born pillow biter. They said, well, these people are. Maybe they bite the pillows. Well, he does hang with Larry Mazza. So that's all I got to say. But thanks for watching. Jerry, how's it going? Thanks for watching. Come back. Leave a comment. Check out the We Push Back website. Check out the Mobster Chronicles and the Rat Trap City channel that I used. The tunnels. What do you mean tunnels? Why? What did Gunner say? There was tunnels under his. Have a good one, Gianni. God bless. Mob Rats 1. God bless you too. What do you mean tunnels? What, he said he had tunnels under his house or something? He's a crazy person. Crazy. What are all his stories of doing jobs for them? They're all lies. They're all little fibbies. They're all fibs. Good night, Carol. God bless you. They're all fibs, man. They're all fibs. I will be doing another Wise Guy Hump show this week on our one and only Fibby Loman. That will be this week. I got some other stuff from Lying Informants channel I got to stream too. Jimmy Calamandre gets abused by White Castle Burgers, all kinds of stuff. But hey, God bless you all. Check out the links and sub to the channels. God bless you all. Tunnels in the old neighborhood? Yeah, he's fucking crazy. He's fucking crazy. God bless you all. Good night. Come back, leave a message.